Every great dream, every incredible achievement, every breakthrough that changed the world started the same way, with a thought, a simple belief that this is possible. The truth is, you can achieve anything in life. But first, you must believe it's possible for you. Most people limit themselves before they even begin. They say, I don't have the talent, I don't have the resources, I don't have the connections. But history is filled with people who started with nothing, no money, no support, no clear path. Yet they achieved greatness. What made the difference? It wasn't luck, it wasn't magic, it was belief, persistence, and action. Belief is the seed of achievement. Without it, nothing grows. With it, everything becomes possible. But belief alone is not enough. You can't just sit back, think positive thoughts, and wait for miracles. You must take action. Consistent, focused action. Success is never the result of one giant leap. It is the result of small determined steps taken every single day. Imagine a mountain. At the bottom, it looks impossible to climb. You can barely see the peak through the clouds. But if you take one step, then another, and another, suddenly the impossible becomes possible. Each step builds momentum. Each step brings you closer. That's how achievement works. You don't need to know exactly how you'll reach the top. You just need to take the next step in front of you. And here's the truth. Obstacles will come. Doubt will whisper. Fear will try to hold you back. There will be days you feel like quitting. But those moments are not signs you should stop. They are tests asking you, how badly do you want this? If you push through, if you stay consistent, if you refuse to quit, you will find that the limits you thought were real were only illusions. There's a story about a stone cutter. Every day, he strikes the stone with his hammer. 1 strike, 2 strikes, 10 strikes, 100 strikes. Nothing seems to happen. But one day, with a single strike, the stone breaks in half. Was it that one strike that did it? No. It was all the strikes before it, building pressure, creating unseen cracks. Achievement is the same. You may not see progress at first, but every effort matters. Every step counts. And if you keep going, the breakthrough will come. So how do you begin? Start with clarity. Decide what you want. Not what others want for you, not what looks good on paper. What do you truly want? The clearer your vision, the stronger your direction. A ship without a destination will drift forever. But a ship with a destination, no matter how rough the sea, will always find its way. Once you know your goal, commit to it. Write it down. Speak it out loud. Tell yourself every day, I will achieve this. When you commit, your brain begins to search for solutions. Opportunities you once ignored suddenly become visible. Your focus sharpens. Your energy rises. Commitment transforms a dream into a mission. And then build discipline. Because motivation will not always be there. There will be mornings you don't feel like working. Days when progress feels invisible. Nights when you're tired and tempted to quit. That's when discipline matters most. Motivation gets you started. Discipline keeps you going. And consistency guarantees you'll arrive. Now that you understand the foundation, belief, action, clarity, commitment, and discipline, let's talk about the mindset and strategies that will help you achieve anything. The first is patience. We live in a world obsessed with instant results. Quick success, overnight fame, fast money. But real achievement doesn't happen overnight. It happens through time, persistence, and resilience. Don't confuse speed with progress. Slow progress is still progress. Every day you show up, you're moving closer. The second is resilience. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of it. Every person who achieved greatness failed along the way. What made them different was that they didn't stop. They used failure as feedback. They learned, adjusted, and kept going. Remember, failure is not the end. Quitting is. The third is focus. You cannot achieve everything at once. You must decide what matters most and direct your energy there. Success is not about doing 1,000 things. It's about doing a few things with relentless focus. When you divide your attention, you divide your results. When you concentrate your attention, you multiply them. The fourth is the environment. Surround yourself with people who uplift you, not drag you down. People who inspire you, not discourage you. Your environment shapes your mindset, and your mindset shapes your results. If you want to fly, stop spending time with those who clip your wings. The fifth is gratitude. It may sound strange, but gratitude fuels achievement. When you appreciate the small wins, you build momentum for bigger ones. When you're grateful, you're not operating from lack or desperation. You're operating from strength and abundance. Gratitude keeps your spirit strong when challenges appear. And finally, persistence. More than talent, more than intelligence, more than luck. Persistence is what creates achievement. The willingness to keep going when others quit. The courage to rise every time you fall. The strength to take one more step, even when you're tired. That is the true secret of achieving anything. Here's the most important truth. You don't need to have it all figured out. You don't need to know every step. You just need to start. And once you start, keep going. Keep believing. Keep working. Keep moving forward, no matter how small the steps. Because one day, you'll look back and realize that the impossible became possible. The dream you once thought was out of reach is now your reality. And you'll understand that it wasn't luck. It wasn't magic. It was you. Your belief, your discipline, your persistence. So, if you want to achieve anything, remember this. Believe it's possible. Take consistent action. Be patient. Be resilient. Stay focused. Surround yourself with the right people. Be grateful. And never, ever quit. Because the truth is, there is no limit to what you can achieve, except the limits you place on yourself. If this message inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more motivational content. Remember, you have the power to achieve anything. The only question is, will you start today?